Obviously, we got off to a good start tonight. And we moved the ball, made the extra pass. I thought we were in attack mode from the beginning. And we challenged our guys to, to start developing that mindset that allows you to come with the same level of energy every time you play. And they responded, I thought, in the first half. And I'm very proud of them for that. Normally, our rotation players come in and give us exceptional amount of energy. They had a little dip tonight. They wasn't quite as sharp as they have been, in some of the other games we played. But that's a learned process that they're going through. It's not easy mentally, emotionally, when you got this many new guys trying to figure it out. So I was glad to see them, but they responded when they came back in the second half. So I think a team was still growing. Obviously, Malik Yuan is showing that he's improving with each game. I think Jameer is steady. The effort is really good from all the other guys. And I love the chemistry of the team. They have the ability to call each other out. But I'm pleased that for the most part our effort is consistent. I don't know how many deflections we got tonight, but I think it was quite a bit. I think we set another record of, I think we had, 13 steals?
15.
Ooh, are you serious? 15? Yeah, that's exceptional. That's getting 3 stops in a row 3 times. And that leads, when you get 8 kills, it's been statistically proven that you win 97% of your games. So that's important to us, and it gives you something to shoot for when you out there playing. It kind of energizes you, and understand that the more of those we get, it's just statistically proven out. We can make a lot of mistakes, do a lot of other things, but if you get 8 kills a game, you have to play really, really bad on the offensive end in order to lose. So our kids are buying into that, and I think that we give them a couple of days off, and then obviously we're gonna come back in and see whether or not we can continue to keep working together and learning more about each other. As coaches, learn a little bit more about the rotations that we need to utilize during those tough games, and that's still a work in progress as well.
Take questions for Coach. What are Daquan Davis's best qualities?
He only has one speed. He only has one gear. That's with all his heart and all his soul. And he has an unselfish spirit. He's extremely confident for a youngster, and he's a tremendous addition to our program. We don't like to label kids, but he and Boston are our point guards, and I think they were 9 for 10 between them tonight. That's pretty efficient at that spot. Plus with them picking up defensively and switching 1 through 5, they guarding centers as well. So we got a tremendous lift from that position tonight.
Was there an intention for Malik to kind of be aggressive early, or is that just the way?
I think he's getting more and more comfortable with how we play, and Malik has a different kind of skill set than most 5 center type people, and he's learning how to be his best version of himself in our system, and we're still trying to get him integrated into what we need him to do for us to feel like we're successful. And we moving in the right direction. We're not quite there yet. We need him to set more screens. We need him to be a little bit more of a low post presence in transition. But most of the time, believe it or not, in his way he played in his community college, the point guard took the ball out and gave it to him. He initiated the offense. So it's a big change from what he has been doing. But I think, he's making progress, moving in the direction of what we need for him to be doing. The exceptional thing he's doing is passing the ball. He's finding perimeter guys in good positions where they can hit some of those perimeter shots a lot better, because when people start doubling him, he has the vision, the savvy to find people on the perimeter. He's going after more shots. He's doing a better job rebounding, and I think he's only scratched the surface of what his potential will allow him to be.
I know you like the chemistry going into the year, but are you impressed by how it is with a group that is so mixed together, so new?
Well, it's a challenge, and every time I talk to a coach, they're complaining about distractions that seep into their program from one way or another. I mean, it's just, and this team as of now seem to be blocking out all of the outside noise, and they seem to be coming together as a unit, and they like brothers. You know, sometimes if you got a brother and y'all growing up, and he can say something to you that other people can't say, and you not be offended. That's the direction it seems like we're moving in. Because when someone makes a mistake or doesn't quite cover his assignment, the players are calling it out, and they're discussing it and moving on, which is a very good thing.
Coach, the last 2 games, Chandler has 9 assists, 0 turnovers.
Shoot.
He had the 5 steals tonight. He seems to be communicating a lot more on the court. Is he kind of embracing that, like just doing all the little things right?
Well, there's no doubt that he's the most experienced player in our system. You know, some other guys been playing as long as him, but in relation to our system, he knows it backward and forward, offensively and defensively. And his responsibility is to talk and communicate. Now, we're not there yet. We still sometimes play in silence. And the way we switch, we have to be vocal. And the way you can't just instinctively do all that. You have to be talking, because people are doing different offensive maneuvers to try to get us off balance. So we have to be talking and communicating. And he's probably the most knowledgeable one with his understanding. So he's the one doing most of the talking, offensively and defensively, and especially in the huddles.
Obviously, you guys played well up there, but were there any benefits to taking that trip up there and just kind of being away for a few days?
No doubt. Just being away from home, playing in a different crowd, having a routine, sometimes walkthroughs, sometimes practices, being on a schedule, having to absorb things without a whole lot of practice, that's good for us. To start getting the feel of what it's like. And the biggest challenge for us is to not allow what I call basketball demons to raise their ugly head. They always seem to seep into your program one way or another, sometimes unintentionally. But this team seems to be fighting it with us. And I think that it's understandable that we're having some dips, this time of year with this many new players. But if we can just keep working on it, and hopefully we'll be worked out most of our kinks before we get heavy into the ACC conference race.
Coach, thoughts about having the game was initially being in Asheville, but how great it is for FSU to be involved and step up for the Hurricane? The game was scheduled to be a fundraiser for Coaches of Nation, and along with some other things there in the Asheville area. But they were just devastated by the floods and how it destroyed a lot of the facility that we had intended to play in. It just wasn't feasible that we could go out and play. So the athletic department ought to be commended for cooperating with us during this time of year. Everybody's getting ready for Thanksgiving, and we were able to schedule the game here, and some of the proceeds would go, to them to help them fight that dreaded disaster that they were hit with. And so it feels good that we're able to go contribute to some people who are having some bad times and be a part of making a difference in some people's lives. So I'm pleased to be a part of something like that.